I'm about to eat only Universal food for 1 week.
What's your favorite land in Universal Studios? I think mine is Seuss Landing, because I'm like really into slam poetry, like Dr. Seuss. Because some people say I'm made up of fruits. I eat green eggs and ham because I need to get my protein like an alpha man. So in today's video, I'm gonna be eating Universal Orlando food for 1 week. I'll be eating at both parks, Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure. And I'll be having 2 big meals a day, brunch and dinner, plus a couple snacks along the way if Miss Tummy starts growling, starts making some animalistic noises, I will feed her. We're gonna be trying 14 plus restaurants. So this is truly a Universal planet-sized event. So it's gonna be epic. Universe? Also, now as you guys know, I'm mainly a Disney influencer, so I have tons of Disney shirts. And I did not know what to wear this week because I don't have Universal memorabilia, okay? I don't have Minion shirts, I don't have mummy pants, I don't have a Jimmy Fallon blouse. So I settled on this tree ensemble because I did feel like it's kind of giving Jurassic. I can just kind of go into the jungle and blend in. And when a velociraptor sees a tree strutting like this, they're gonna say, that's a fierce tree. Oh wait, sorry, they have tiny arms. That's a fierce tree, girl. Bend and snap. Of course, I'm a food critic who went to eating school, so I'm gonna be scoring all the food from 1 to 10. And I'm gonna give you my honest opinion every single time. And of course, future editing Timmy is gonna keep track of everything that we spend, and he's gonna use his PhD in calculations on a calculator, and he's gonna figure out the grand total at the end of the video. So stay tuned, it's gonna be a great time. I'm super hyped about this. It's a whole new world for me. Oh wait, maybe I shouldn't make Disney jokes here. I feel like that's just disrespectful. Okay, come on, ET jokes. Phone home. Wait, bend and snap. Wait, I'm like glitching. I need Disney jokes. Okay, I'm gonna focus on Minions, mummies, aliens, Men in Black, Transformers. And I'm gonna recalibrate the way I think. But before we start, guys, give this video a big thumbs up if you're enjoying it. It's the easiest way to support little old me and my whole career. Also subscribe, I make food content. Theme park food, travel food, restaurant food, it's a great time. Okay, call me a black hole, because I'm about to eat the universe. Let's go, let's go.
So this is past filming to me arriving to the Universal Resort before filming that intro. I know time travel can be confusing, but just try to keep up. This is Universal City Walk, which is sort of like a downtown Disney type thing. They have tons of restaurants, so I'm definitely gonna film some sort of a week-long City Walk video in the future. They also have this Epic Universe preview thing happening, which is a future park that is coming to Universal Orlando, and of course, when it opens, girlies, we are trying all the epic food they have. This is it, guys. This is home for the next 7 days. I did bring a toothbrush, but I forgot my pillow, so hopefully they can accommodate me with that. And this is me spinning, just trying to cosplay as the Universal Earth, which also spins. I can also create a fog around myself, just like this planet, if I eat a lot of beans. There's the big rectangular arch thingy. So nice, it's very epic. So as you can see, we are spending the first day in Universal Studios, the park itself, and tomorrow will be in Islands of Adventure, and we're just gonna go back and forth throughout the week.
Girlies, I just got a Universal annual pass. You guys know I'm a Disney stan, so this is kind of different for me. And it's a physical pass. That's kind of fierce. I kind of love that. So I got it because obviously I don't want to pay for 7 days of tickets. This is actually a lot cheaper, and it comes with free parking, food discounts. So I'm actually going to be saving money with this. This is not sponsored by Universal. I wish it was. Come on, Minions, pay up.
It is time for my first brunch of the week, and I just had to start the week out in Minion Land. Now, I do not know who these people are. I have never seen them in my life. Like, who is that? Lois from Malcolm in the Middle? I don't know, but it looks like her. She's kind of sickening. I went to the Minion Cafe. I've never eaten here in my life. It is extremely themed. There's an eyeball in the logo. They said, we know what the Minion stands want, and we're gonna give it to them. The menus on the outside were a little confusing because like the screens kept changing and they didn't have prices, but I just tried to show you guys as much of the menu as possible. This is what the inside of the restaurant looks like. A lot of tubing, kind of like a Chipotle, but make it banana. There's a bunch of Minion posters, but this one said slay. Oh, sis. Speaking of fruit, we have tons of bananas here, which are real. They have to switch them out every day so they don't rot and turn brown. I did get 3 things because I was super hungry. I got the El Macho salsa y salsa ropa vieja and the evil Minion tachos, tacos with pimento cheese and crispy pork belly, jalapeno relish. And for dessert, I got the Otto's Pet Rock. It's peanut butter mousse, strawberry jelly, crushed peanuts with banana cake in a chocolate shell that looks like a chunk of mountain.
Look at us, guys. We are in Minion World. We have a yellow table, yellow chairs. I smell banana odors. I think one of the Minions farted. So there's a lot of stuff on the menu, guys. They have burgers, but they also have things like Cuban cuisine. This is Europa Vieja. Do you know what that is? It means I am half Cuban, so I've had Europa Vieja tons of times in my life, and I love it so much. I just never learned what it meant, but I know it's beef. Let's just see what the menu here says. Braised beef with tomato cucumber salad, cilantro rice, salsa roja, and el macho tostones. So you have to be macho to eat the tostones.
Luckily, I have passed that test many times.
If you don't know what a tostone is, it's basically a salty banana that has been squished and fried with salt on it. It's pretty delicious, but this looks pretty good. We also have the Minion nacho tachos, whatever, and this little very, very sad pebble. She said, I'm not even a rock, I'm just a pebble. Look at me. Let's first try a macho tostone. One of these Minions must be Latina, because these taste pretty authentic. Instead of saying, she said, oh, that is salty enough, crunchy enough, and it's good enough. You're good enough. It's chewy on the inside, crunchy on the outside. It's not oily whatsoever. It has the classic tostone flavor. It is simple, and it could use a dip, but it's good quality, and I'm happy with it. Now this cilantro rice. Why does this taste like someone's abuela made it? That is such fluffy, fresh rice. The cilantro flavor's light. It's a little bit limey, very salted. It's really perfect rice. Wow. By the way, guys, I don't know why. I thought there would be like Minions walking around in this restaurant, but there's none. I kind of wanted to talk to one because, as you guys know, I am fluent in Minion. You just say,
Abadibadu, Lucky Taki Tutku, Mickey Freaky.
what would it be like to fight with a Minion? The Minion would be like, and I'd just be like, girl, I hope you slip on that banana peel, girl. You tic-tac looking monster. Anyways, rice is amazing. Let's try this Europa Vieja. What in the world? Why is it so good? I don't get it. Guys, I have never seen Despicable Me. Despicable Me? Despicable You. But I've never seen it. So I have a question. Are the Minions culinary experts? Because something's going on here. I don't think that Gru created them. I think Guy Fieri raised them in Flavortown on a diet of just flavor. This beef is genuinely fantastic. It tastes like high quality. It falls apart, as it should. The flavor is so strong. There's the salsa stuff on top of it that's very potent. It has a chipotle pepper type of flavor along with a sour, acidic tomatoiness that just really balances it out. It's a tiny bit spicy. Every single bite is a moment for my taste buds. They said, Mama, we love you. Thank you. I just love providing flavor to them, and they're always so grateful. Let me pause on this and try these Minion Evil Tachos. Now, what's on this? Crispy Minion Tots relaxing in their pimento cheese sauce tot tub. This is a tub. It also has crisp pork belly, jalapeno relish, tomatoes, and ranch. Okay, so let's grab a Minion. Sorry, did that hurt? A chunk of pork belly. Okay. That's a lot of cilantro. Get that off. It looks like hair. All I have to say is, banana. It doesn't really taste like a tater tot. It tastes more like those smiley mashed potato fried blob thingies. They're okay. The pimento cheese tastes like any like Taco Bell nacho cheese, which I do like, but tastes a little simple with this. The pork belly is too chewy to go with the crispy Minion. It's almost like eating beef jerky with a tater tot. Like the textures don't vibe well. Because on this side of my mouth, I'm chewing crispy potato, and on this side, I'm chewing charred pig fat. So it was very confusing for my molars. They said, what? Who? I can't comprehend this. I'm gonna pause on this quickly, and we're gonna try this pathetic rock. Stop making that face, you're embarrassing me. So this is called Otto's Pet Rock. I don't know who Otto is, but if he has a pet rock, sounds like he needs some therapy. It's a peanut butter mousse, strawberry jelly, crushed peanuts, and banana cake dipped in a chocolate shell. That actually sounds fantastic. So it's like a peanut butter jelly banana moment. Ah, I'm sorry. You already look sad, and I'm just making it worse. Ooh, I can really smell the peanut butter coming through. So this is what the inside looks like. Let's see. Look at you. You're a mess. So it's definitely not bad. I do think that the peanut butter mousse stuff is a little rich and it does kind of take over. It's very hard to taste anything other than peanut butter. And I love peanut butter, okay? I'm a peanut stan. I could have a whole bag of those like peanuts with the shells and just bite the shells, get the dust in my mouth, eat the whole bag throughout the night. I truly could, but I think this is too rich. Now, once you get to the center, there is a nice jelly flavor to it and that does add to the peanut butter, but there's not enough of that jelly flavor. Also, I could not taste the banana cake whatsoever. I know that Minions are about that banana life, but I think that could be a front. I think they could be using bananas for branding purposes just to get customers because I really do not taste the banana flavor here. I don't even feel the banana cake texture. So honestly, it just kind of tastes like peanut butter mousse with a hint of jelly and a chocolate shell, which is fine. I'm just not shook, I'm not slayed. Overall, I think that the actual entree ate, but the appetizer was very weak and the dessert was just okay. So I'm gonna give this Minion restaurant a nice 6 out of 10. I think that's fair. It's a decent start to the week. I'm gonna keep eating and I'll see you guys later.
So now that I'm a Universal Pass holder, I think it's time to go shopping and get some Universal apparel. I also have that AP annual pass discount now, so maybe I'm not meant to be here. Maybe I'm not meant to be a Universal stan. Girlies, I love these types of like button-down shirts, and I'm not even into Ghostbusters because I'm not into dark-sided things, but this is super cute. Now it is $75. So I don't know, guys. I just need like multiple shirts that aren't too pricey. Is there like a sales rack or something? Clearance? Dollar Tree section? Okay, we're gonna settle for t-shirts because they're each about 30 bucks. And that's a lot more reasonable. So come on, Jurassic. You're coming with me. I also got this aqua blue oceanic universal shirt. And I had to get a Thing 1 shirt because every tourist has a Thing 1 shirt and I want to fit in. I also got this Simpsons shirt. I've never seen the Simpsons, but I want to become a Simpson. And as a Marvel stan, I had to get a Marvel shirt, obviously. And I had to get this shirt because it has E.T. on it, and E.T. is the ultimate raisin that we all know and love. Success! I got a whole Universal wardrobe, and when I checked out, the super nice cashier said, "Thank you for being an annual pass holder." And I said, "Of course." I think I'm starting to fit in here. I think I am. Hey girl! Hello! Hello! Hello, kitty. Bye, kitty. For my snack of the day, I went to the San Francisco Pastry Co. I got the vegan elderberry croissant. So, you might be thinking, Timmy, out of all those delicious things, you chose a croissant. Well, I always try to taste test the most interesting thing. Now, this is an elderberry croissant. First of all, the berries are elderly, and I want to take in that wisdom. Second of all, as we all know, elderberry is sort of like an herbal remedy type situation, type deal, type moment. I've had elderberry capsules when I've been under the weather. That's such a weird saying. Why is the weather on top of me? Get off. But I did not know they made elderberry croissants. Now, this is probably what Belle has when she feels ill. You know, Papa Maurice makes it for her. It's his French specialty. Wait, that was a Disney joke. I can't make Disney jokes, guys. That was wrong. I'm so sorry. Are there any Universal characters that are French? Bella Chexastange? No, she's British. I don't know. Anyways, forget the croissant joke. It's over. Ooh. Now it is served cold. Maybe it's part of the medicinal element of it, right? Let's see. You know when you are running low on peanut butter and jelly supplies and you only have the ends of the bread left and some jelly but no more peanut butter and you try to make a sandwich out of the ends and the jelly? It tastes just like that. The flavor profile is upsetting and the croissant is too dry. It's not that buttery. It's a vegan croissant, so it must have fake butter in it. That's why you're a fraud. So yeah, it doesn't taste very good. The flavors don't go together and the texture is atrocious. So I'm gonna have to give it a 2 out of 10. Maybe elderberries aren't gonna become a thing. Like, we already have boysenberries. We have lingonberry from the IKEA furniture aisle. I don't think we need this in our lives. It is time for dinner, and this is my first sit-down restaurant of the video. Now, Universal does not have a lot of sit-down restaurants, but we are gonna try all the different ones that we possibly can. And this restaurant happens to be right next to the Mummy. Oh, can you wrap up my food for me? I'm gonna take it to go. Did you get it? This is a pub called Finnegan, cinnamon, Finnegan. It's an Irish pub, and just the vibes were so lively. Everyone was just excited, looking forward to St. Patrick's Day. There's a literal countdown to St. Patrick's Day on the wall. The excitement was real, guys. They also had some very different types of condiments. Never had malt vinegar and spicy brown mustard. And this is the menu. I know it's kind of far away, but pause and zoom in if you want to see it. For my appetizer, I got the Finnegan's potato and onion web. And for my main entree, I got the bangers and mash. Sorry, let me translate that. Bangers and mash. This is the appetizer. It is kind of giving web. You know, it is kind of giving someone's attic. I just feel like Scarlett Johansson, who played Black Widow, would feel very at home eating this.
Okay, so this place is super crowded and there's a table of like lady friends staring at me. They've been staring at me even since before I took my camera out. So I think that they might see something they like. I think it's my pecs. My potato onion web looks amazing. Charlotte did such a good job. Oh wait, I think she might be stuck in there. Charlotte. It is served on a piece of newspaper. So let's do some reading. World-renowned taste tester Timmy's Takeout has come to town to try the British cuisine. They shouldn't have done that. I'm so honored. Oh, yes, totally fine. Don't worry about it. Thank you so much. Yes. For the entree, can I get the bangers and mash? Yeah, thank you so much. Oh, look at my stutter kicking in right at the perfect timing. Love that for me. Anyways, what does this have on it? Thinly sliced potatoes and onions, hand dipped in beer batter. Ooh, served with malt vinegar. Oh, smells like a foot. Oh wait, I think that it already has it on it, so I'm not gonna add more. Let's just try it the way it is. It's a big appetizer, girlies. This is definitely meant for more than little old me. So at first it tasted really, really good. It is kind of serving blooming onion meets hash browns. But the more that I chewed, a bitterness came through. A very deep bitterness. I think Charlotte has been holding on to anger. I don't think this was made with love. It's very crispy, amazing texture. I'm just not sure if the bitterness is coming from the oil, the onions, or the attitude. Let's add some malt vinegar to see if that will help, because I don't taste any vinegariness here. Okay, just a few little droplets. We don't want it to taste like the whole Skechers store. It helps. I think the slight sourness distracts from the bitterness, but it's still there. It's just kind of masking it. Girlies, I'm used to people staring, but these ladies are watching me like I'm their TV in front of their couch. Well, might as well give them a show. Oh my, we're not doing that. I think this tumbleweed would be a lot better with a little bit of sweetness and some sort of a creamy dip. I'm excited for my bangers and mash. Oh my. So I've been keeping this a secret. A lot of you guys know that I do have some celebrity friends like Giada De Laurentiis, even though we're having a slight falling out. Guy Fieri. Well, recently, me and Keira Knightley have been getting quite close. She's just so sweet and proper, and I just love her. I think it's love, actually. Would you better? And I'm gonna have to call her to show her the bangers and mash, because that's her home dish, right? I wanna see what she thinks of it.
We got the bangers, and we got the mash as well. And we got this weird stuff on top, and some root vegetables. Now the weird stuff on top is a cabbage, onion, slaw type thing with a mustard sauce. So I chose bangers and mash because this is like the most British thing on the menu, and I really wanted to impress Keira. So let's call her and see what she thinks. Keira, beep beep boop beep boop, nightly, daily. Keira, how are you?
Oh, hi Timmy, it's me, Keira Knightley. I've been so fantastic.
Lovely day. I got bangers and mash. I know it's your favorite, and your mom always made it for you every day, right? So what do you think?
Oh my goodness, it looks like a memory. Something from my past, but also something I want to eat right now. My mom used to give it to me with crumpets and a little bit of spotted.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
What's your order?
Bangers and then a mash?
Bangers and mash?
Yes. So it's like sausage and like mashed potatoes. Yeah, thank you. Did I make this? Why'd I say thank you? Sorry about that, Keira. Back to the bangers and mash.
Thank you, Timmy. I also wanted to say that it looks like something I will make in me flat. In my flat, my apartment.
Right? Just like home. Okay, I'll see you later, bestie. Bye.
Okay.
Giada's gonna be so jealous. I just realized that. Okay, so let's first try the root vegetables. That means like carrots and things from the ground. Here's a carrot. Mmm. And I don't know what this is, but I'm assuming it's a root from a tree. It's like a potato-y carrot type thing too. They're very soft on the inside and they're big chunks, so it's very hearty and satisfying to eat. They're a little bit sweet. I love those. Now let's try the mash. We're saving the bang up for last. Oh, hello, governor. Hello, kitty. The potatoes themselves, they're called cold cannon mashed potatoes. I don't know what that means, but I'll ask Kira later. They are so creamy and so buttery, and they almost have a cheesy, like white cheddar flavor to them, which I really appreciate. They taste fresh, homemade, very rich mashed potatoes. Now, these caramelized onions and cabbage with horseradish mustard sauce is like next level. It's kind of giving sauerkraut meets salad. It has the fresh crunchiness of a salad with the sourness of sauerkraut and the mustardiness. Delicious. So much flavor. And it really adds to the potatoes. Now let's try the bang of. I just had a random thought. I feel like if Beth from Little Women was still with us here on this day, I think she would be a pub owner because she spent so much time in a bed. I think she would just want to feel the energy of a pub. I could see her tap dancing on the bar, on the table, just a full-on routine and just living it up. But sadly, she can't. So love you, Beth. This one's for you. Why am I sliving like Paris? Why? This is truly delicious. I adore this. I love these British sausages. Do you know why? The outside casing is extremely crunchy, crunchier than your typical sausage. And the flavor is very tame. It's very simple. It doesn't have that super strong like Italian sausage flavor, which I love too. But this is the perfect dinner sausage because like you can have like a lot of it without getting sick of that super strong flavor. This has more of a light, kind of like a ground beef flavor.
Well, like in a sausage casing.
And it's salted, it is garlicky, it is oniony, but it's very dainty and delicate. And there is a slight sweetness as well. So with all that said, this is my score. Now, if I was just scoring this entree, it would be a 10 out of 10. But thanks to the bitter newspaper cobweb, I'm gonna give this place an 8 out of 10, which is still very strong. This is fantastic. That's it for the day. I'm very full. Day 2. If Thing 1 and Thing 2 were half Cuban like me, they would be called Thing Uno and Thing 2 because they're only half Cuban.
We are spending the day in Island of Adventure. Wait, no, it's multiple. It's Islands of Adventure. And yes, the lighthouse guided me here. I am a boat.
It's officially day 2. This hat is too small for my head. Look at this. How does it even fit? I am feeling so good. For some reason, I feel less bloated than I did yesterday. So I think that Universal's food must be very nutritious, must have lots of fiber in it, maybe some quinoa grains in there. And the weather is eating. The temperature is in the 70s, and for us Floridians, that is basically a blizzard. Hopefully I don't freeze, get little icicles on my eyelashes.
Cinematographer Timmy got this gorgeous shot of all the different sections of the park. We see the Hulk, we see Jurassic, and of course, the land of rhymes. In fact, this is where we are having lunch, Seuss Landing. So this is one of the brightest, most crooked lands ever. Like everything is bent, everything is tilted, everything is quirky. And I feel super at home here because I'm super quirky, guys. Like, I just do the craziest things that no one expects. Like, you can't take me anywhere. I'm so crazy. And I did see some of these weird characters. I don't know any of them besides the Grinch. Wait, that's the Lorax, right? And I think that Thing 1 was there also. Oh, I'm sorry. So I actually do know some of them, okay, but I don't know this one. I can't tell if they're trying to dance like a chicken or if they're seeking attention. Either way, I don't know them. Speaking of seeking attention, I had to do the Yahoo Dore dance from the Grinch when they all sing around the tree. I felt so at peace swaying back and forth, holding the air's hands. They have cold hands, guys. So for lunch, I went to the Green Eggs and Ham Cafe. Now, this is mainly a potato stand. It should be called green potato, but then people would think it's just rotten food. So actually, that would not be a good branding choice. But I got 2 different kinds of tots. I got the Who Hash, which comes in a special Who Hash can. You can wipe all the goop out of it, put it into your purse, and carry it around so you can save it and bring it home with you. In the future, the mold will just add to the value and you'll get some free blue cheese. And I also got the pork carnitas tots. Look at those fresh jalapenos. Ooh, spicy.
Look at this background. Isn't it green? Like my eggs and ham. It's so serene. There's a little food trolley going by. Martha May, hey. I love your light machine. I am so hyped about this Who Hash because I love this little can that it comes in. I don't have any nails. I'll just slap it. This is what Cindy Lou Who eats when her parents tell her that they have food at home. Cindy's like, I would like a deep fried thorax for dinner, mother. Yeah. And the mother's like, no, you're having who hash. Is this made out of who people? I just realized that. Anyways, this has white cheddar cheese sauce, onions, scallions. So basically 2 kinds of onions, because a scallion is an onion. At least it's not a Funyun. And it has corned beef. There was a napkin flying towards me. I thought it was a pigeon. It scared me. So the tater tots are crisp, unlike a lobster bisque. They're actually extremely crispy, unlike the little evil Minion tater tots. These are like real tater tots, but they're just thicker, and they do taste like high quality Idahoan potatoes, but these can't be from Idaho because they're from Whoville. So does Whoville have their own Idaho? Whodaho? Oh my gosh. Now the cheese sauce is quite nice too. I expected like a trashy Velveeta moment, but this is much more of a white queso blanco. I just wish there was more of it, because these are a little bit dry. The corned beef is salty. It has a good corned beef flavor, but it's just a little too chewy. I've had much more tender corned beef. They are good. I just wish they had more of everything. Let's move on to the pork carnita tots. Now, these are definitely made by the Latino Who's. Okay, they said, mi nombre es Grinch. The Grinch's corazon is 2 sizes too small. Anyways, this has pork. It has the same white cheese sauce. I think it also has shredded cheese, some sort of a salsa, lime crema, and fresh jalapenos. I love fresh jalapenos. Oh. I hate these guys. Hate, 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 double hate.
Loathe entirely.
I'm just joking. These are incredible. The pork has a really real texture to it. It is super tender. It has crispy edges. Now, it does have a simple flavor, and that's probably because this is like a Who pig, okay? It's a pig with its nose like inverted, because if the Who's already have pig noses, imagine an actual pig's nose. It's an innie. The cheese sauce works so well with the pork and the salsa and the spicy jalapenos. It truly has a nacho feel to it, but instead of chips, it's tots, and the lime crema really comes through. I feel like overall there's just enough flavor, just enough spiciness, and just enough quality. So Dr. Seuss knows what he's doing. He said, I may draw characters with crazy hairstyles, but I can also cook for miles. And even though I can rhyme, I do it to save time, because I'm a busy man. I have a lot of fan. Wow, his words are so profound. I am giving the green huevos en lechon, I think, a nice strong 8 out of 10. Very, very good.
For my snack, I went to the Croissant Moon Bakery, and I did not get any elderberry croissants. I'm past that phase in my life. It's a very cute bakery. They have a lot of the same things that the San Francisco bakery had, but I got something very different. I got this cream cheese and strawberry freshly made Pop-Tart. I thought it was so pretty to look at, and it looked delicious, so I had to get it.
Okay, so I wanted to kind of eat my snack within the wilderness, like around the trees and around these really pretty flowers. Look. Oxygen. Also, there's a very loud bird. I can't tell if it's an actual bird or a sound effect robot bird. Either way, it needs to go. Get out of here, chicken. Anyways, this croissant moon baked good. It looks so good. It's a strawberry and cheese Pop-Tart. Now, you guys know I drag Pop-Tarts. I truly despise them. There's something so nasty about the flavor and the texture. It just truly feels so chemical-ish, right? Now, this looks like a real Pop-Tart. Let's try it. Oh my God. Wow. Huh. Oh my gosh, guys, look at that. Focus. iRobot, come on, picture this. Strawberry and cream cheese Danish filling. But instead of being surrounded by a vegan, I can't believe it's not butter croissant, it is surrounded by a shortbread buttery sugar cookie. I can believe that this is butter because it's that good. You can taste the dairy elements in there. It is sweet, but not too sweet. Flaky yet crumbly at the same time. The cream cheese filling truly tastes like cheesecake. It has nothing to do with the Pop-Tart besides the shape. And thank the big man upstairs for that. He said, let there be... Is that him? Because I mentioned him. Is that you? I truly recommend this. I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. Perfection.
So for dinner, I went to the Confisco Grille. Now this is one of the other few sit-down restaurants. This is the little waiting area and it's very cool, very adventurous looking. It looks like a pirate went on HGTV and they decorated a restaurant. Now this is the menu. I got some better shots of this menu compared to the pub menu. You're welcome. I'm always thinking about you and your eyesight, so you don't have to squint. For my appetizer, I went the healthy fresh route and I got chicken lettuce wraps. And for my entree, I got the sweet and sour sticky ribs with polenta. This is the appetizer, the chicken lettuce wraps. Honestly, one of the prettiest, most brightest plates I've had so far this week. And it's a DIY moment, so let's get out the apron and start cooking.
So it's kind of dark in here. I hope you can see me and my plants.
Ready?
Oh, yes. Can I get the sweet and sour?
Sticky ribs?
Yes.
You got it.
Thank you so much. She finished the sentence for me. Love that. She's super nice, by the way. Love her. So, what was I gonna say? Oh, it's dark in here, yes. But this looks amazing. The portion of this appetizer is huge. I love that it's built it yourself. I like to get in there into the dirt and, just deal with the plants. Oh, oopsie. Also, I love the name of this place, Confisco Grille. It's like they're gonna take something from me. So I know a lot of you have been wondering, Timmy, did you get a Thing 2 shirt for your wife, Tammy? And the truth is, yes, I did. I'm very proud to say that after all these years of marriage, you have to really keep it exciting and you have to give each other little gifts and little surprises. And that's what I did for her. She actually wanted to be here today. She said, "Hubby, can I come with you?" And I said, "Tammy, someone has to clean the gutters. Someone has to watch our 10 kids. Why do you keep asking over and over? Like, isn't the shirt enough?" Like every other marriage, we have our own struggles too, but we always get through it. So let's get some chicken here. Carrot. A piece of cucumber. I love cucumber. I think something here is pickled because I smell pickle. I do. It's a quite peculiar smell. And let's get some of these noodles. Okay, get that in there. And whatever this sauce is. Okay, I should use a spoon, but I don't think I have one. You know what? We're going in. We are just pouring. Ooh, okay. And whatever this sauce is, looks sweet. A little bit of that. Ooh, okay. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's delicious. Oh, that is just scrumptious and fresh at the same time. I need more right now. Let me just say, the chicken has such a strong peanut flavor. It's giving Jif. It also has a caramelized flavor to it. It is tender, perfectly cooked, a little bit sweet, a little bit spicy. Fantastic chicken. This lettuce, I think, is this the one that's called butter lettuce? No, bib lettuce? Because it's in the shape of like an Anne of Green Gables bonnet. It is so fresh, it is crunchy, but it's not as watery as iceberg or romaine. It has more of a dry vibe to it, which really works here because all the other toppings are very juicy. The cucumber, I don't think is pickled, but it tastes really fresh. I think the carrot might be pickled because there is a sourness there. Now the noodles don't add much besides a little bit of extra texture. They make the tacos a little bit heavier, a little bit more hearty, a little bit more sustenance, And then the sauce is this sauce, I think is like a creamy peanut sauce. It's a little bit spicy. And then this is more of like a duck sauce. It's a little bit sweet, a little bit sticky. It all comes together and creates a beautiful, fresh, delicious experience that I think Tammy would have really enjoyed. But she's at home eating hamburger helper. She's fine. She loves that. Fantastic appetizer. This ate.
The entree arrived and these ribs are beautiful. I love how they stacked them like a tower of Jenga. This is meat Jenga. I just love how they're bringing in game night and infusing it into dinner to make life even more exciting.
Need anything?
Oh no, it looks amazing. Thank you. I said, oh no. Oh no, what's wrong with me? This is a gorgeous presentation, honestly. This is like a 5-star Michelin star. When you wish upon a star moment. Oh, wait, that's a Disney joke. Can't say it. Snip it, Timmy, snip it. Have you guys seen The Golden Bachelor? In The Golden Bachelor, one of the ladies was like, zip it, zip it. And one of the other ladies misheard her. And she told the Bachelor, she was like, she told me to snip it, snip it. Now I love saying snip it. So let's first try this cheesy polenta. Polenta is sort of like a corn meets grits, meets mashed potatoes, meets a glob. Tastes like butter and polenta, and that's about it. And the texture is a bit gelatinous, a bit horse hoof. No, that's glue. Then what's Jello? It's pig foot, pig toe. It isn't bad. It's just, it's a very, very plain side. But it's not the main star here. We're gonna focus on these sticky ribs. Now, these are Philippine style sticky ribs. These are truly delicious flavor-wise. So the flavor really is sweet and sticky. Yes, sticky is a flavor. They're also sour, tart. There's a brown sugar flavor, but it isn't too rich. There's almost a refreshing kind of citrusy aspect to the sauce as well that just really brings the whole thing to life. Now the ribs themselves do have a little bit of blubber on them. That's okay. We all know that pigs aren't supposed to be the leanest creatures on the earth's crust, right? And I will say they're not fall off the bone. They're a little tough, but flavor-wise, they're just really fantastic ribs. I'm really enjoying them. I'm good, thank you. I was trying to clean my face before she saw me. I was like,
For dessert, I got the dark chocolate cheesecake. As you can see, there's a cheesecake layer, there's a mousse layer, and a piece of chocolate that is in the shape of an acrylic nail.
Ooh, the top layer is like mousse. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Oh, Martha. Oh, Christmas. Oh my gosh, this is a fantastic cheesecake. Come on, Confisco Grille. Take it away from me. A lot of dark chocolate desserts can be either too bitter or too rich. This has the perfect balance. The chocolate cheesecake is heavy, it's dense, but it's not too sweet. And it almost has like a chocolate milk or hot cocoa flavor to it, which I really, really like. And then the crust is just like crumbled up chocolate cookies. Not Oreos, but like chocolate cookies, you know? And this layer is like a very light chocolate mousse, and it's barely sweet, so it really balances out that heavy cheesecake. It's just the perfect bite. I love it. I do. So overall, Confisco Grille was pretty great. I didn't love the polenta, and the ribs could have been more tender, but overall, I'm gonna give it another nice, strong 8 out of 10. Today has kind of slayed. Day 3. If I was a dinosaur, I would be named the Timmy-saurus Fiercelicious Flatulence Rex. Why does that sound like something Tyra Banks would come up with? I don't know. It is day 3. I am back in Islands of Adventure. I know it's 2 days in a row, but I wanted to wear my Jurassic Park shirt because it makes me look dainty, and this is where Jurassic Land is. I have to be honest, I'm feeling a little bloated from yesterday's food. I think that the sticky ribs really stuck in my small intestine and large and medium as well. So hopefully today is a little less bloating. First stop is obviously Dino Land, USA.
Laura Dern, are you still filming Big Little Lies? Get back into the Jurassic Park and slay some dinosaurs. Also, where is the girl with the jello? Remember her? So this is the Velocicoaster. I've only gone on it once and it was terrifying. So fun. But sadly, Universal doesn't allow people to film on rides. So that is why I'm not going on any rides in this video. Because if I can't take you guys, then we're not going at all, okay? Anyways, this is a nice little exhibit in the Jurassic Park area. Here we have a Thesaurus Stinkaloris, and this is a long neck, long legs, Nicolas Cage, and a T-Rex, obviously. And then this is the potato chip dinosaur. He got some Pringles stuck in his back. Someone get him some icy hot to help with the pain, please. And last but not least, we have some Dustysauruses. These were dinosaurs that roamed the earth that were primarily made up of bone. And this is the other iconic Jurassic Park ride. Whee! Look at that! Wait, oh, it's time to time travel. For lunch, I went to the Jurassic restaurant called Thunder Falls Terrace. Now, this is a very meaty restaurant. They have ribs, they have chicken, they have pork, things like that. And it's a very pretty restaurant. It's a big place. We have a gorgeous chandelier of all the different creatures from the past. I got this platter that came with a big hunk of chicken, some roasted potatoes, some roasted pork, and a corn on the cob to gnaw on. Okay, this is a meal fit for a Bronchitis Rex. This is huge, and I love that it's on this plate that looks like it was carved out of the wall of an artifact with the drawings on it of the woolly mammoth. It looks like it's made out of that. Oh, quickly, I also wore this hat. It has a star on it, and I wore it because I really wanted to relate to the dinos. I thought it might remind them of the asteroid that disintegrated them, and I wanted them to feel seen. Let's first try this corn on the cob. Look at that. Freshly grown, and has some like chili powder on it, maybe?
I feel like that one dinosaur that has the long neck that eats vegetables and plants and grains. I think he's possessing me.
Oh, give me a branch.
Okay, he's gone. The corn itself isn't the most delicious corn I've ever had. I feel like I've had much sweeter corn on the cob. This tastes a little dull, but I have to say that it's juicy, so it's hydrating me, and that chili dusting has sort of a chili lime flavor to it, and that citric burst really added something special. The corn itself isn't incredible, but I like the way they prepared it, basically. Next up, let's try this pernil. Now, this is pork, but for some reason on the menu, it's called pernil. I know that we talked about a who pig yesterday. Is pernil the prehistoric version of the who pig? Is this the Ice Age Peppa? Also, you guys know I am half Cuban, so I know my pork.
Wow, past filming Timmy. If you truly knew your pig, you would know that pernil is a Puerto Rican roasted pig. It is not a prehistoric swine, it's a delicacy. Hi guys, this is future editing Timmy. And of course, I did my research. Past filming Timmy can't say the same, because all he does is he sits, he eats, he chews, and he just says the dumbest things on this planet of Earth. I think he needs to learn how to type a word into Google and figure out what it means before opening his big, flappy, bald-headed mouth.
So it better deliver. I'm already seeing a blubber blob. We're just gonna take that off. Pernil, nice to meet you. So the pork itself does taste real. It does taste slow cooked. It is tender, but I do feel like it's lacking a lot of flavor. I don't think it's salty enough, and I don't think it has that marinated taste to it. It just kind of tastes like plain pork. But what brought it to life were the onions. The onions taste like mojo. Mojo is a Latina marinade made up of citruses and a lot of garlic. And that's what the onions are serving. And I love that. Did you know that the pernil pigs actually had a strict diet of just onion? And they would say, "Come here, onion." Before the asteroid comes, please, I need at least one more. Now let's try these roasted potatoes. Oh. I have a statement to say. To all restaurants out there, please add flavor to your roasted potatoes. Most restaurants serve roasted potatoes with nothing but a sprinkle of pepper. They are usually just a plain cooked potato, basically, but not these. I have to say, these are slow cooked, they have crispy edges, and they are very seasoned. There's a strong thyme flavor, which gives it a little bit of a stuffing vibe. I enjoyed that. And there's a big sweetness happening here too. So I think there's some sugar, there's some caramelization happening, there's some warm fall flavors. Love those. Now let's try this huge chicken tata. Now I have to be honest, they did not have chickens back in the prehistoric days, but they did have feathered dinosaurs. And I think that those are the ancestors, the grandfathers and grandmothers of the chicken, which is super interesting. Like, this piece of chicken is history right here. I can smell the asteroid. I expected a basic Publix rotisserie chicken, but this truly tastes like a roasted bird with love in it. Like, first of all, it is so juicy, and it's so hard to make white meat juicy. The flavor on the outside is so seasoned, and it's a very different seasoning blend compared to your typical rotisserie chicken, which makes it stand out. I can definitely taste garlic, onion, and the same fall flavors that the potatoes have. So everything's really cohesive. Is this the best meal ever? No. But is it good for quick service? Yes. And is it good for the crustacean period? Yes, as well. The only downside is if you time traveled and you took this piece of chicken back to the feathery dinosaurs and said, "This is your offspring, this is your future," they would say, "Get out." It's not true. This is my legacy. I'm giving, what's his face from? A very strong 7 out of 10. Yes.
This is it, guys. I know a lot of you have been waiting for me to visit the Harry Potter lands. Luckily, I just got my letter to Hogwarts and I got accepted, guys. My grades have eaten. And when the owl dropped off the letter, he said, "Girl, keep slaying." And I said, "Thanks." Whoo. In case you didn't know, there are 2 Harry Potter lands. One is in Islands of Adventure and the other is in Universal. This is the Islands one and it's called Hogsmeade.
When I make my move, then you're free to check the king.
Run now.
What is it? He's going to sacrifice himself. No, you can't. I must be on the way. Do you want to get that third on? No. Harry, it has to be on there. Not me. Not Hermione. Yeah.
For my snack, I went to Honeydeuce. Now, this is sort of like a candy store slash bakery, and I thought about getting a chocolate frog, but then I was like, am I craving mucus? Not really. So instead, I got some fresh baked goods. As you can see, they had a lot of options, and it was very difficult to choose. But I chose two very fun little things. I got the chocolate pretzel wand with a little golden tip dust thingy, and this pumpkin pastry.
I am surrounded by people, so I feel a little bit awkward, but we're gonna get through it with a little bit of magic and a little bit of... Okay, wait, I wanna hold my pretzel wand like Voldemort. He goes like this. It's like, hey sis. There's a little bit of golden dust on here just to show that there is magic spouting out of it. So let's try it. Yeah. It tastes like a chocolate pretzel. You know, you'd think that the magic would add some umami or some just extra pizzazz, but it really doesn't. This just tastes like good quality chocolate with a really crunchy, crusty pretzel. Velociraptor keeps going by and it's breaking my Harry Potter immersion. Check out my magic. Voldemort's so quirky, guys. Like, first of all, he doesn't have a nose, so can he smell? If he burps a really nasty one, is someone gonna tell him that it's stinking up the whole castle? It's Bellatrix gonna say, Your Highness, it stinks. Probably not. They're all scared of him. And also he called Harry Potter the boy that lived. But honestly, I think he's the boy that ate. The boy that slayed, the boy that served. Let's try this pumpkin pastry. I love anything pumpkin, so I hope it slays me. Ooh, it looks like pumpkin pie inside. Look at that. I think this is a lot less flavorful than your typical pumpkin pie. It needs more sweetness, pumpkin spice. It's just, it isn't giving me full pumpkin pie. It's like light Jenny Craig pumpkin pie. Also, as much as I love pie crust, this is too much pie crust and not enough filling. The crust is not crispy enough. It's a little bendy. So I think this is all good, but it's not good enough. I think I'm gonna give this bakery place a 5 out of 10. Yeah.
For dinner, I went to the Three Broomsticks. I'm assuming it's called this because of Hermione, Harry, and Ron. The line to get in was very long, and this is just a quick service place, so I was kind of shook. They did have some petrified snow that turned into dirty concrete for the tourists to look at from a distance, and this was a second line inside. It was very themed. We were surrounded by pots and pans. They were super fun to look at, and this is the inside of the Three Broomsticks restaurant. I love how it looks. It was just super immersive, and I got a lot of stuff, okay? I got potato leek soup with a free biscuit. I also got a shepherd's pie with a free side salad and 2 desserts, butterbeer, I forget the name again. I keep forgetting this name. Butterbeer pudding something, you'll see. And then also this chocolate trifle and some Ken's Ranch.
I expected better lighting in the wizarding world. Give me a second. Expecto Patronum. Okay, so I got a whole magical feast because this line was so long. I thought to myself, I don't think I'm doing this again. It was a 30-minute line just for quick service. So I got everything that I wanted to try. 2 desserts, an appetizer, an entree, a salad. Also, Ken, I knew there was something different about you. Yo, wizard Ken. I just had no clue that he was part of this magical world, and I think that's why out of all the store-bought brands, he tastes the best. Let's first try the potato leek soup. It's very thick. Let's try it with this rock. Is that supposed to be a biscuit? We've all had dry biscuits. We have all nearly choked on a Popeye's hockey puck. But this is the driest biscuit I've ever had. This soup is not good. I would rather live under the stairs than eat this soup. I would rather be petrified than eat this soup. It's the most watery potato soup I've ever had. You can barely taste the potato. There's a slight oniony leek flavor, but there's really nothing else going on. It needs salt, it needs heavy cream, it needs a little bit of happiness. I know that the wizarding world gets darker and darker in every installment, but we need some light. Expecto Patronum! Yes, this soup is a flop. Now let's just move on to the salad. We have croutons, we have chunks of tomato, and we have cucumbers, and then just some sort of a Publix blend, which is very interesting. Oh yeah. I mean, after that soup, I'm actually not sure. Let's add our Ken's Secret Wizard recipe. I love how big the chunks of tomatoes are. It's perfect for a giant. You know, it's not terrible. Oh, whoa, whoa. It's a big piece of tomato. It's not that this is bad. It just tastes like a side salad that you throw together at your house when you're making spaghetti. But the truth is, no one actually cares about the salad. They just want the spaghetti. And the salad's there to make them feel like they're eating some nutrition with their pasta. You know, the lettuce blend tastes store-bought. The croutons are fine. Canned ranch is actually quite nice. Otherwise, it's just extremely mediocre. It also needs cheese or something, and I wish it was more themed. To like put some figgy pudding on here, throw a crumble of crumpet on there, something. Now it's time for the shepherd's pie. If you don't know what shepherd's pie is, then you're probably not a shepherd like me. Mary had one little lamb, and I have hundreds. So who's the amateur now, Mary? Shepherd's pie is usually beef and vegetables in a rich tomatoey gravy sort of thing, and then it's topped with mashed potatoes and cheese. Now I don't see cheese here, but I do see a lot of crustified, petrified mashed potatoes. Ooh, this is deep. This is a deep dish. A deep dish shepherd. Hello. Who goes there? I think it's a piece of onion. Yeah. It's all right. It's okay. It's just very simple. I've had some frozen shepherd's pies that taste as good as this. This doesn't taste like other restaurant shepherd's pies that I've had. It's just, it tastes more processed. The potatoes do taste real though. They're nice and fluffy. They're just really plain. I do appreciate the crispy, crustified surface. And then the beef underneath also tastes pretty real, but once again, the flavors are lacking. There's a tomatoey vibe, but it needs more of it. It needs more of an acidic flavor. And there's also not enough warm seasonings in there. So yeah, it's not bad. Am I coming back? No. But am I still gonna try the Leaky Cauldron later this week? Yes. I mean, whatever's leaking is definitely gonna add more flavor. I'm gonna pause on this. I have made a big cave. Let's try these desserts. So this is butterbeer something. Butterbeer potted cream. I'm assuming that's British slang for pudding, right? Okay. Ooh, the texture. I feel like such a negative Nancy, but I gotta say, this tastes like frosting with a pudding texture. And I'm not talking like cream cheese frosting that's like kind of fancy tasting. No, this tastes like supermarket birthday cake frosting that they use on like those really plain birthday cakes. I taste a hint of butterbeer. I think it's like on the edges. Otherwise though, it just really has a frosting flavor. If you like frosting and you like being petrified by sugar, I think you'll like this. Do I get to keep this glass keepsake? Now it's time for the chocolate trifle. That's chocolate cake, mousse, strawberries, and I think like some sort of ganache on top. Okay. What is going on? I have liked most of the universal food that I've had this week, but this isn't it. It's not bad. I'm still eating it, but it's not good either. This really tastes like dried up leftover cake pieces with a super sweet mousse. It's less moussey, more, once again, frosting-y. I do like the strawberries, but overall, I feel like it needs some sort of jelly or something to moisten everything up and to bring more flavor. Wow. So maybe all this food is really good to wizards. Maybe they have so much magic that they can't handle seasonings. It's like overload, right? But yeah, I'm gonna have to give the 3 broomsticks a 3 out of 10. 1 for each broom, 0 for the food. Day 4. I'm kind of loving this belly on top of my belly. It's a double belly. We are back in Universal Studios, the park, and I gotta be honest, last night I went to bed very hungry because I did not finish my magical meal. I just got into it, like that biscuit. I'm pretty sure Bellatrix Lestrange made it out of dust and old sweat. Come on, Homer, let's get sickening. We are in Simpson Land. It's so Simpson-y, and there are some stray birds looking for pink donut crumbs. I don't blame them. This is the main Simpson ride. I have been on it. It's a 3D ride, very
very fun, very cute. It's like a fake roller coaster. For lunch, I went to the Krusty Burger. Now, I've never been to the Krusty Burger and I did not know it was a food court type of thing going on. Okay, they have a pizza place, a chicken place, a drink place, and of course, Krusty Burger. Now, the line to get to any of these places was super long, but this is them making the burgers. They're pros. He was grabbing multiple patties all at once, stacking them up, throwing them around, tossing them across the room. It was riveting. So I ended up getting the main Krusty Burger just to try the main thing, you know, and curly fries. And it was only like 13 bucks. It was a pretty good price and a big portion. So I was ready to feast.
You know, I'm a little upset right now because I feel like as people, we've changed. We used to have values. Krusty used to be an insult, and now it's a compliment to this burger. Are you telling me I should go up to someone and say, your makeup looks so crusty and caked on right now, sis? I don't think so. I don't think I'm ever gonna evolve to that point. Anyways, I waited 30 minutes for this burger. I did not know that the Simpsons area would have a Harry Potter type of line, but here we are. Now, this Krusty Burger has a very thick, fluffy looking bun. Looks like a little hat. Now, apparently it's supposed to have giant tomatoes, but instead they just gave me 2 slices of tomatoes. It also has a secret sauce and cheese sauce and beef, of course. But let's first try these curly fries. They're serving Marge Simpson's hair, but they are also kind of looking like Arby's types of fries, which is very promising. We love Miss Arby. Oh, I'm shaking. You guys don't know how hungry I was. I'm so happy with those. I'm grateful to be here. Those are perfect curly fries. They're very comparable to Arby's like I suspected. As a food investigator, I'm typically right with my cases. And I was, once again, perfectly crunchy, very fresh, salted. They have that strong smoked paprika, seasoned fry flavor. I have 0 complaints. They're fantastic. Let's try this burger. Oh my God. So I have thoughts. Let's start with the good, okay? The meat is okay. It's giving fast food patty, which I'm fine with. It doesn't taste super high quality or like super fresh, but it tastes good enough. It tastes beefy, salty and peppery. That's all we need in life sometimes. Just a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper.
And cows, right?
Now, I can't taste the secret sauce. The cheese sauce really takes over, and it is cheesy, but I really wanted some sort of a tang from the secret sauce. Did not get that. And the worst thing about this burger is its bun. The bun kind of ruins it, to be honest. It's extremely thick, and that would not be a problem if it was fluffy and like fresh tasting. This is a very stale bun. This is a bun that is related to Bellatrix Lestrange's biscuit. Just so dry and so sad and empty. It's giving Sahara. It's giving Coachella. It's giving dust blowing into my eyes. So it's not terrible, but I'm gonna take off the bun and I'm gonna finish it bunless. I think I'm gonna give the Krusty Burger overall a 6 out of 10. I think that's fair.
For my snack, I went to the Simpsons donut place called Lard Lad Donuts. What'd you just call me? Not the Crisco nickname. So this is the menu. I have tried the big pink donut in the past, but I've never tried their apple fritter. So that's what I got. It's just as big as the pink donut. It's massive, but it's not pink.
So I know this is massive. Ooh, bird. I'm not Snow White. We're not in Disney. Stay away. So I know this is huge. It's basically as big as my head and I have a massive head, but I had to get it, guys. I love apple fritters so much. They are by far my favorite type of donut. I love the fact they have cinnamon and Granny Smith apples. You know what? Someone needs to thank Granny Smith, by the way, because she grew those apples so good. She turned them green. Like, that's talent. You know what? I'm gonna call her. I actually have her on speed dial. We're very close. Beep bop, boo, Granny Smith apple. Lulu. Granny. Hi. Girl, be careful. Sorry, Granny. The box is flying everywhere. Are you good? Are you okay? Okay, I'll take that as a yes. Look at this. This is from your garden, right? I just wanted to say thank you, Granny, because you have revolutionized the apple industry. You said apples don't only need to be red. They don't only need to be sweet. They can be green like the Hulk. They can be tart like sour cream. And you inspire all of us. So I just want to say from all of my viewers to you in your little cottage, thank you. Okay, that was sweet. I love you so much, Granny. I'll see you later, okay? Bye. Yes, she is doing well. As you heard, very lively. Let's try this apple fritter. Look at us. We're eating a giant apple fritter in the middle of Universal. That was good. Flavor-wise, it was quite fantastic. It has that perfect amount of sweet glaze on it, but it's not too sweet on the inside. There were genuine apple chunks within. Granny served once again. And of course, there's a strong cinnamon flavor. But I gotta say, texture-wise, it's not very good. It's not very pretty. And it's not very bright. It's a bit dry, it's a bit stale. It does sort of feel like it was cooked hours ago, which it probably was, which is fine, but I don't wanna know that. I want it to feel fresh when I eat it, you know what I mean? So fantastic flavor, bad texture, but I would get it again just because it's such a big portion of apple fritter. I'm happy with it. I am giving this apple fritter a nice 7 out of 10. Yes.
This is the Rip Ride Rock and Roller Coaster, whatever it's called. I have been on it. It always hurts my head. And here's Betty Boop randomly. She has a wig made up of Dollar Tree foam that someone cut out into a Betty Boop shape. That's fierce. That's called recycling and saving the earth. So for dinner, I went to Lombard's Landing. Now this is a fish restaurant, and it's probably the nicest restaurant out of all the parks, to be honest, I think. Well, I haven't been to Mythos yet, so that might be nicer. We'll see. That's the grand finale. Spoiler alert. But this is it. We have chandeliers. We have tile on the ceiling and bricks. The odor of the fish did make me feel a little uncomfortable, but it didn't smell the whole time. It only smelled when they passed by my table with a big, hot, steaming plate of fishiness. And this is the menu. Pause if you'd like. There's a lot of fishy items, and they also gave me a dessert menu. Guys, they had a physical dessert menu. That's so rare. For my appetizer, I got the spinach and artichoke dip. It's a pretty big portion, comes with tortilla chips.
Girlies, I don't know why, but ever since I had that apple fritter a couple hours ago, I've been really tired and groggy. I don't know what Granny accidentally put into those apples. Maybe some NyQuil? Maybe she thought it was syrup? I don't know. This is a fishy restaurant. The whole menu is basically catch of the day, sea bass supreme, trout from the creek. Now, luckily, there's a couple items that are not fishy, which is what I'm getting. We are starting with this spinach and artichoke dip. It has 4 kinds of cheeses, apparently. The more the merrier, unless if it's blue. If you're mold, stay away. Back up. Okay. I've had better tortilla chips, but they're salty enough. Now the dip itself, at first glance, does have a strong grease flavor. And I'm not used to that with my spinach and artichoke dips. Typically, they just taste like sharp cheeses and the Green Giant. But the grease flavor really took over my first impression. But as I chewed more, the grease flavor did dissipate a little bit, and it became more cheesy, more sharp. So I did appreciate that. I just wish those flavors popped a little more than the grease flavor, right? But it's good enough. It's good enough. You know, sometimes you don't have to be an overachiever. You can just try your best. And I think that the spinach dip did that.
For my entree, I got the New York strip steak because it was the only option that was not seafood besides a burger and a chicken sandwich, and I did not feel like a handheld. That's what menus call sandwiches now, handhelds. I guess they're trying to fit in with the iPhone generation. You can hold this burger and hold your phone at the same time.
Okay, so this is a very pretty presentation. This is supposed to come with potatoes. They're just taking a little bit longer, so she's gonna bring them out soon. And she was so sorry about it. I was like, it's not a big deal. I can start. Now, I got this New York strip steak medium. As you guys know, back in my uncultured swine days, I used to get, I can't even say it. I can't say it, I'm shaking. I used to get my steak well done because my wonderful mother taught me to do that because she likes her steak well done. Little did I know my mother has the strongest molars on earth because eating a well done steak is like cutting through a Skechers leather shoe, and they don't even make, oh, thank you so much. It looks amazing. She's so sweet. What was I saying? Oh yes, it's like chopping through a Skechers leather shoe. And Skechers doesn't even make leather shoes because I don't think they have that kind of budget. So I can't believe I was one of those people. I accept my mother the way she is, but I'm gonna take a different path with my steak. I love you, Mom. We also have some arugula. Let's just start with that. Cleanse the palate, right? I'm realizing I'm not an arugula person. I think arugula makes me arugaga. Anyways, we have 3 gorgeous pieces of asparagus right here. They are Parmesan asparagus, and we have this green sauce, which looks really good. Can you see it? Oh, the asparagus is perfectly cooked. It has a little bit of a crunch to it, a little bit of a bite. And the sauce, it's sort of like a limey chimichurri, but there's also a lemongrass flavor in there. It's so bright. I adore that. Now, let's try these roasted potatoes. They look pretty simple, but they're in a nice sphere shape because they naturally grow that way. I'm gonna dip them into the sauce. Okay. I know it may have looked like I enjoyed that potato, but looks can be deceiving. This was a test for you. I was enjoying the sauce, not the potato. It was a test because it should be obvious that these look completely unseasoned, and they are. That really does just taste like a cooked potato. Compared to even the Jurassic Park prehistoric potatoes, those had so much more flavor. These are truly just a cooked golden potato with some oil and a little bit of salt. Now, you need to be thinking the sauce, because they made you tolerable. It really added that chimichurri flavor, which did kind of help with the blandness, but underneath, they were still incredibly, 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 incredibly Mr. Incredible, Mrs. Incredible bland. Now it is time to eat the meat. Okay, oh, that looks really perfectly cooked. Is that not the perfect medium? Mmm. Mmm. With more of the sauce. That is very good. First of all, they cooked it to the perfect temperature. I know a lot of you actually like rare steaks, and I've gotten comments saying, Timmy, even medium is too leathery for me, okay? I need it to be redder than a flaming hot Cheeto. And to them I say, I don't think I'm at that level of fearlessness yet. I am still scared of contracting a worm or something. Sorry, JP. Now, is this the best steak I've ever had? No, but it's good. I said that loudly as an employee passed by and they looked at me and I feel bad now. I'm sorry. It's amazing. It's the best steak I've ever had. Did you hear that? It is seasoned enough. You can taste those salt crystals, like that salt rub type of thing they put on steaks. I can taste a little bit of garlic and onion in there. It just could all be stronger, but I do love the fact that it has that nice charred, real grill flavor, like those little burnt edges that just make you feel like you're eating a little bit of coal, but mostly meat. And it goes so well together. So yeah, this is a simple steak meal, but overall, besides the potatoes, it's a very pleasant meal.
For dessert, I got the devil's food cake. Fully evil, fully chocolatey.
I don't know why I got this. I don't. You guys know I have the fear of the big man upstairs right in here in my soul, because he's got the whole world in his hands. And I just shouldn't have gotten something that was called devil's food cake. Sorry. I just really wanted some chocolate, but the truth is, I think inside of me, there's a little bit of a rebel. A little bit of a rebel. Have you guys seen Welcome to Plathville on TLC? Not sponsored. Have you seen Mariah's Rebel tattoo? That's what I'm getting next week. Let's dig in. Oh. Oh, sure. Wait. This tastes like a really strong, kind of different chocolate cake. The cake itself is really moist. And there's layers of like wetness in there. I don't know if it's just like the sugar water stuff that they put onto cakes to keep them moist, but there's a lot of moisture in there. It's giving Dasani, it's giving Aquafina. And the cake itself isn't too sweet, but it has a really strong cocoa flavor, like cocoa, like the nuts, you know, like the cocoa seed. It just tastes like pure chocolate without being overly rich. And then this ganache is very sweet, but it's in such a thin layer that it really doesn't hurt the cake whatsoever, just adds to it. Overall, I think Lombard's was pretty good. It did have a few little issues, but the waitress was so sweet and I had a good time. So I'm giving it a nice 7 out of 10 overall, yes. Day 5. If I was a superhero, I think my superpower would be having clairvoyant taste buds. They would be able to say, it's sweet, it's salty. Oh wait, I already have that. So am I a superhero then? Good morning, girlies. There's people on the Hulk screaming in terror. I am wide awake now, you see? Granny's NyQuil wore off and I'm ready for the day. Now, I am wearing my Marvel shirt because for dinner, we are eating in Marvel Land, but first, we are going to Toontown. And I don't have a Toontown shirt because no one cares about Popeye. No offense to that man, but he will never be the fast food restaurant. Oh, it's called Toon Lagoon. I genuinely thought it was Toontown. Now what's Toontown? I don't know. Oh my gosh, are they okay?
Toon Lagoon Lagoon is so random because other than Popeye with his chin that looks like it has 2 Popeye sandwiches in it, I didn't recognize any of these cartoon characters. Oh wait, sorry, there's Betty Boop. But I didn't recognize anyone else. Where's Courage the Cowardly Dog? Like where is he? Is he somewhere scared? We have to help him. So for lunch, I went to Blondie's. Now they are famous for one sandwich and one sandwich alone, called the Dagwood. I don't know who named it, but whoever did probably was a carpenter. This is what the inside of the little restaurant looks like. It's all very sandwich themed. And this is what I got. I got the iconic Dagwood sandwich. It's very tall, very bready, and it came with a little pickle. Plus I got these jalapeno cheddar kettle style chips and some ooey gooey chili cheese fries.
You know, they say blondes have more fun, but do balds have more fun? Yes, we have the most fun. We don't have to worry about gels and shampoos and follicles. We're free. Anyways, I'm kind of loving Toontown. I was being a hater when I said no one cared about it. People do. There's a lot of people here. There's a lot of cartoons everywhere. And I know that you're thinking, Timmy, you're having chili cheese fries this early in the day. You're gonna have a big cartoon diarrhea. Someone's gonna draw it to life. And to that I say, so be it. Anyways, I'm so hungry. I need this pickle right now. Oh, that is a perfect, fresh, super tangy, super crunchy pickle. Anyways, let's try these jalapeno cheddar kettle style potato chips by the Boulder Canyon. Balder. Wow. Listen, you might think these things are coincidences, but as we've seen in this video, time travel exists. So I don't want to hear any excuses. It's just odd. These are great. I adore jalapeno flavored chips, but a lot of the times they can be too salty. These ones aren't. They have the classic jalapeno flavor, but they also have a really cheesy, sharp, almost Pringle flavor to them. And the chip itself is a classic kettle chip, but it's not greasy. A lot of kettle chips can be very greasy. I'm looking at you, Panera, Miss Pun, Miss Loaf. These are fantastic. Now, this sandwich did come with an olive. A lot of you know I hate mushrooms, I hate blue cheese, and I hate fish. But a lot of you don't know I also despise olives because they taste like a car tire. Am I looking for a Tesla flavor profile? No. But recently I've been facing my fears. I've been trying more blue cheese and more mushrooms because what is life without persevering? What is life without adventure, you know, and exploration? So I'm gonna try this olive. I haven't had an olive in a couple years. I'm scared, but let's do it. I have tears in my eyes. I'm sorry, that is a sinister grape. That's a grape if she said, I'm joining the dark side. I am leaving Aslan's land, like Susan in the last Narnia book. Yes, it still tastes like a tire, and I will never eat another olive again. Exploration is over. Anyways, let's try the Dagwood. So I don't think there's any wood in it. There's no cherry oaks to chew on here, which I'm a little upset about because I am part beaver and I was looking forward to that. The famous Dagwood has fresh baked onion and poppy seed bread, piled high with baked ham, turkey, and roast beef, American cheese and Swiss cheese, topped with lettuce, tomatoes, and served with chips. Okay, it's a lot of bread too. That's the famous Dagwood. Really just tastes like a sandwich you could make it home in a minute. The bread just tastes like bread. I don't taste the poppy seeds or the onion. The cheeses taste like store-bought. The meats taste like store-bought. And there's no condiments on here. It's just dry and cheap. And honestly, at home, I could make a much better sandwich. I don't get it. Let's try Miss Riatown, the chili cheese fries. Come on, please slay. Oh! Thank you. I was just thinking to myself, maybe Toontown really is worthless. What is its purpose? But then I tried these fries. Are the fries basic and simple? Yes, but they're good. Is the cheese basic and simple? Yes, but once again, it's good. Classic nacho cheese. What makes it special is the chili. The chili, first of all, tastes homemade, but not only that, it tastes different. It has a cooking wine flavor to it. It almost reminds me of Cuban picadillo. I know that because I'm half Cuban, with beans added. Fantastic. So the fries 8, the sandwich was a big flop. I'm gonna give Blondie's a 5 out of 10.
This is Marvel Land, not to be confused with Avengers Campus in Disneyland. This is kind of like the knockoff version, but this did come first, so I guess Avengers Campus is the knockoff version. I got my snack at the Daily Bugle Snacks and Drinks. That's the newspaper where Spider-Man works. The menu had chicken empanadas, hot dogs. I got the potato niche.
From a distance, I thought this was a table, but it's empty. Oh, girl, whoa! I'm right in the action. Wow. Live from Universal. I don't know where to eat my little potato pastry. How's that? Oh my, Akira.
This is the potato niche. It doesn't have the most pretty appearance. It does have a big crack right down the middle, as we all do. And it came with a dollop of Daisy.
I found a table in the Captain America diner. Feeling extra patriotic today. I have him right, where is he? Right there on my pack. I'm glad that the manliest part of me, my pack, is representing America. This is very heavy. It smells oniony. Let's try it. Oh. Wow. That is much more scrumptious than I expected. It smelled kind of like BO, so I kind of wrote it off as like, this is not gonna be good, because I'm just not into onion BO. But it proved me wrong, because it does not taste like that. It does have an onion flavor, but it's like a fresh onion, a real onion. It is so full. This honestly could fill someone up. This is like a dense little meal right here. There's so much potato filling. It has a very strong salty cheesiness. That's the main flavor coming through. Very cheddar. It's basically like cheesy mashed potatoes, and we love that. Now the wrapping is good. I think it could be better. It's sort of croissant-y, but it's not croissant-y enough. If it had more layers, more butter, more richness, I think it could really take this to the next level. Love that it comes with this blob of dairy. I love sour cream. I could eat it by the spoonful, and I think I have once. Yeah, this is better than expected. I'm gonna give this pastry 7 out of 10. You know what I feel like doing? I feel like finding a supervillain and saying, stop. Stop with the thievery, and I'm sure they will listen. I mean, I'm so nice. They have to.
For dinner, I went to Cafe 4. Now, you might be wondering, Timmy, what do they serve here? Italian food, of course. What else would they serve? Invisible food? Stretchy food? What, bubble gum? This is the inside. It kind of looks like a party, but Dr. Doom is randomly floating on the ceiling. I got a lot of stuff, okay? I got a massive slice of pepperoni pizza. I also got some chicken Alfredo, and it came with a free breadstick. Lucky me. And I also got cheesecake, and the cheesecake did duplicate. I think duplication is its superpower.
So as we all know, Sue Storm has force fields and invisibility. She could pick her nose and throw it very far, and no one would ever know. The Thing has the power of a pebble. Reed Richards can stretch and flop his limbs around. He can slap a mosquito on the other side of his yard. And Johnny Storm has the power of flaming. And as we know now, I have the power of clairvoyant taste buds. So what if the Fantastic Four becomes the Fantastic Five? What then? What if Reed Richards leaves Sue Storm for me? What then? This all looks really good. They did accidentally give me 2 cheesecakes. I'm fine with that. The world, Universal, is giving me a gift. I'm taking it. Anyways, let's first try this breadstick. Yes. No, I don't think so. Let's look at the positives. There's a garlic butter spread on the outside for sure. I can taste that on my lips. But the breadstick itself is as dry as the Krusty burger. In fact, it may be even crustier. And also, it does not have that fresh bread. These Hulk people, they keep screaming for attention. I'm over it. It has a stale bread flavor and a stale bread texture. Not a fan. Now let's try the fettuccine avred. Oh my God, guys, Giada. A lot of you guys know I had a falling out with Giada recently. I tried those Italian nachos at Epcot, and she was so disappointed in me. And then I tried to show her my Italian food at Legoland, and she was fully upset. She just didn't understand why I was eating Italian food that was so inauthentic. But I really think if I call her up now and show her this authentic food, it might fix everything. Giada, I missed you.
Don't cry.
I'm sorry to cry.
I missed you too. I truly did, Bella.
It's good to see you too. So I really wanted to show you this Italian food from the Fantastic Four. Okay, I heard that Reed Richards makes a mean pizza. He has a brick oven. What do you think?
Wow. Yes. Yes, it's very authentic. You can see the pepperoni and the grease coming out of it.
Oh my God, really?
For real, Timmy, I can see the pecorino, parmigiano reggiano.
I'm so relieved I finally did something right. Giada, this is just the start of our new friendship. It's a new chapter. We're starting fresh. Love you so much, sis. See you later. She's back. She's back in my life. Let's try this fettuccine. I'm grateful. How do you say I'm grateful in Italian? Sono grato. Oh my God, I ate that. Whoa. This is not good. The sauce itself really tastes like cream and black pepper. There's no sharpness, there's no parmesaniness, and I didn't expect an amazing sauce. I just expected a decent one, but this really has nothing going on. The flavor is invisible, just like Sue. The chicken tastes like Tyson chicken, like frozen chicken strips, you know? There is a slight Italian flavor, but otherwise it's just really, really plain and processed tasting. I'm gonna pause on that. Now let's try the pizza. So as you guys know, I'm a big pepperoni fan. I'm such a big fan, I had the gout. One day I ate 60 turkey pepperonis because I was snacking on them throughout the day, and they taste really good when they're crispy in the microwave. Anyways, that night I woke up at about 3 a.m. and my foot was swollen, and I thought I had broke it. I thought I kicked something in my sleep, but there was nothing there. Was Sue Storm next to me? I was in so much pain, and it turns out the cause was turkey pepperoni. It was the gout. So now you know, in case if you haven't heard that before. You know what? I'm gonna fold this. Like Sophia Loren in Houseboat. It's cheap pizza. But to be honest, I've had better cheap pizza. For example, I prefer Chuck E. Cheese's pizza over this. And that's a low bar. The pepperonis taste great, but I think that's the only thing here that tastes decent. The crust is floppy, and I typically like a floppy crust. I do. But this is floppy in a doughy way, almost in an undercooked way. And that bothers me. Also, I feel like the cheese isn't salty enough, and the sauce has no flavor. It doesn't even have that robust, acidic tomatoiness. It's just kind of really bland. Overall, it's just a very, very, very bland pizza. Wow, turns out the Fantastic Four's cooking skills aren't fantastic. Anyways, let's try this cheesecake, one of the two. Okay, that is definitely not bad. I think that is the least bad thing here. It tastes like a really good store-bought cheesecake. It is not giving restaurant cheesecake. It is quite dense. There is that classic cream cheesy flavor, but there's also a slight processed sugar flavor, and the crust tastes a little greasy. But I love the strawberry sauce on it. It's like that packaged strawberry shortcake sauce, delicious. So yeah, it's fine. Overall though, I am not impressed with this restaurant. And I don't think I even want to join the Fantastic Five. I think I'm gonna make my own team. Okay, it's gonna be me, Giada, Beth from Little Women. She might be gone, but we can time travel. And my beautiful, strong wife, Tammy. Keira Knightley did audition for the team, but I don't know her well enough just yet. I'll keep an eye on her though. I'm gonna give the Fantastic Four restaurant a 3 out of 10. Yar, day 6. Look who's here. Mrs. E.T., she didn't phone home, she phoned me. And she said, can I be in your video? I need attention. I haven't been on the television screen since 1972. It is day 6, the second to last day. This is the part of the video where I get a little bit sad. I start to reminisce about the park, even though I'm still here. And if you've watched this whole thing, thank you so much. You must be tired. You must be dried up like Miss E.T. herself. If she looked like that in the 70s, she's probably just a bag of dust now, but that finger still glows, girl. For lunch, I went to the Today Cafe. Love the orange vibes. It's giving pumpkin, it's giving citrus, it's giving traffic cone. And the inside was super cute. It kind of felt like a TV studio. Like, do you see the lighting on the roof? And they had tons of desserts. They had like a full bakery spread happening, plus salty, lunchy types of foods. So salads, sandwiches, a flatbread. I got this pastrami sandwich on rye with this gorgeous little bowl of potato salad, and I got a piece of avocado toast and fruit. How fresh and healthy is this? I think we have to get real for a second. I know you've been worried about the future. I know that it's uncertain and you don't know what your path in life is gonna be. In fact, you've also been worried about the past because you have regrets like we all do. Like when you let out a real stinky one in Barnes and Nobles, that's a regret. But I want you to focus on today. Today is what matters, this moment. Have you guys seen the Today Show? I'm more of a GMA girly, but we love Hoda. Anybody with the name Hoda just has to be that girl, you know? All this food looks really, really good, really high quality, and I'm ready to feast. Let's first try some fruit. Fruit has to come first. I'm putting me first. I love pineapple. Oh, strawberry. Fruit is so much better than vegetables, guys. Like, really, it's no competition. Fresh, perfectly ripe, fantastic fruit. I have nothing else to say. It's fruit. Now let's try this potato salad. What? Oh my God. I almost choked on my potato salad, but that is not gonna tarnish my experience. This is so fantastic and so different. First of all, the potatoes don't taste boiled. They taste roasted. They have like a cooked, charred flavor to them, and that really sets this potato salad apart from other potato salads. But it's not just that. The sauce is not mayonnaisey at all. It tastes more like sour cream with a little bit of Dijon mustard. I can taste some dill in there. It's just a more refreshing, classy potato salad, and I'm just adoring it. This is why we need to live right now. Because I haven't had this potato salad in the past. Well, I'm on another level today. I'm really deep. I'm down in the Marina's trenches. Talking about the past, as you guys have seen in this video, I have displayed some time traveling powers that I do possess, and they are not new. I have time traveled. I did meet... Oh my gosh, I'm so into this story. Things are flying around. Wait, hold on. Reverse it. That never happened. Look, the fork is back where it was. Time travel. I did time travel back to meet the Cullens before they were vampires. Nice people, very nice people. They were very into meat back then too. They were very into steaks. So I think I saw that coming. And I also traveled to the future and I met my great-great-great-granddaughter, Tamitha Terabithia, and she is actually the leading scientist in space travel. So now it's time to try this Carnegie. Now what is on this again? Oh my gosh. Reverse it. Anyways, the Carnegie has hot piled high pastrami. It's not that much. I don't think it's piled. Swiss cheese, deli mustard on toasted rye. So it sounds kind of like a Reuben, but not really. So it's more of a clay. Girl. That is so delicious. That tastes like a real deli sandwich. I could have had some more pastrami, but otherwise, wow, the pastrami has so much flavor. I don't even know what pastrami is. I'm not sure if it's pig, pork, goat, but if you haven't had it, it's like a salty, tangy, almost mustardy meat. And it's kind of hard to describe. The Swiss cheese added some richness. The deli mustard was fantastic. Extremely tangy mustard, very strong. And they put a lot of it, which I really appreciate. I'm a mustard girly. Now, rye bread is disgusting to me, but it's fantastic with strong meats like pastrami or on a Reuben. It truly worked here. Super crispy, super crunchy. Such a good sandwich. I adored that. Last but not least, we have the avocado toast. I don't know how I'm gonna eat this. It looks very complex in terms of image. There's just a lot happening. I'm not sure how I'm gonna pick it up. So it has smashed avocados, toasted cashews, shaved fennel. That's sort of like an onion, right? But like a little more luxury. Roasted tomato puree. Ooh, lemon vinaigrette. Arugula, radicchio. Who? On toasted artisan French bread with fresh fruit. This is gonna be messy. People are gonna stare, but that's okay, because I'm a star. Oh my goodness. Mr. Radicchio, you shouldn't have. I'm not sure what the Radicchio was, but wow, this is so delicious. The toast is super crispy. The avocado is plain, but it works because it has so many flavorful toppings. The tomato puree added that fresh brightness. I'm realizing I'm not a full-time arugula hater. I think that arugula works with a vinaigrette. It needs some sort of a tartness to balance out the bitterness, you know? And it really worked here. That lemon vinaigrette is so bright and sour and delicious. And the cashews added a difference in texture. Everything worked together. Everything's very crunchy, very mouth-watering. I love this avocado toast. Truly. I think I'm obsessed with the Today Cafe. What a plot twist. I think I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. Wow.
Here we have some fellow time travelers. I'm kind of a better time traveler, to be honest. Are you from Milwaukee? I'm sorry.
I love you.
And here we have the trolls. Guys, when I was 13, this really mean girl told me that I smelled like a troll. That's a true story, but I did not stink. These trolls stunk. When they passed by, I almost passed out, and I did not smell like that. Here we have the Ghostbusters flow. I don't know who this queen is, but she is sickening, no? Look at that fit. Look at that makeup. Look at that mullet. Like she's eating. Oh, look at E.T. She looks younger than ever, guys. I think she's using Aveeno and Neutrogena. Now, it looks like one of E.T.'s friends got stuck in a tree. I hope he's okay, but he looks quite tangled in there. And of course, the grand finale was Jurassic Park. That's their most popular franchise. They had to save the tiny arms for last. I love it. For my snack, I went to Freeze Ray Pops in Minion Land. It's basically a little popsicle stand. And of course, I got the main Minion pop. The guy asked me, do you want an evil Minion or a good Minion? And I was like, there's a difference? And he was like, yeah, it's different flavors. I was like, good? And it turns out it was good. It tasted like banana bread in frozen form. Past filming, Timmy was so shook he could only speak in Minion language. That's all that was coming out. Now I gotta say the texture was not all that. It was very icy. It did not have a creamy popsicle texture. Overall though, loved the flavor, so I'm giving it a strong 7 out of 10. Yes. For dinner, I ventured back into the wizarding world, but this time I went to Diagon Alley, and it is hidden within a wall, just like Bruno from Encanto. Diagon Alley is definitely my favorite out of the 2 wizarding worlds. I think it's more immersive. Like it truly feels like you're on a Harry Potter set. And there's a fire-breathing dragon, which is just really fierce. Angelina Jolie said, can I play her too? For dinner, I went to the Leaky Cauldron. Now guys, I did not know that the Leaky Cauldron had these long picnic-style tables. So everyone kind of sits together in a long row. And when I saw that, I kind of freaked out because you guys know it's very hard for me to film when there's someone like right next to me, especially a stranger. I just feel like I can't be myself. But luckily, the guy sitting across from me was alone too, and he was so nice. And of course, I let him know beforehand that, I'm a YouTuber, and I asked if he's comfortable with me filming and all that stuff, and he was so cool about it. But that did not stop me from being my socially awkward, cringy self. So I would like to apologize in advance for this meal because it was hard to edit and it's probably gonna be hard to watch. I got this beef and lamb Guineas stew in a bread bowl, and it came with the same Publix salad that I had last time. And I also got a Scotch egg with, I think, pickled beets and this sticky pudding. Okay guys, so I have my Scotch egg. What was I gonna say? Have you been to the Leaky Cauldron? Was it leaky? Right. Okay, so let's try the Scotch egg. If you don't know what a Scotch egg is, it's a hard-boiled egg coated in sausage and breadcrumbs and then fried. It has this sauce. Oh God, please make it stop. I can't watch this. I can't. Why did I take such a big bite right in front of a stranger? Why? Okay. Was this like supposed to be beef? Cut the next one. That was a little messy. That's a good Scotch egg, but I've had better. It does taste freshly hatched, but the sausage on the outside, I think it's too thin, and I think that it might be a little overcooked because it's almost like a leathery sausage layer rolled around the egg. But flavor-wise, it tastes good. It has a classic breakfast sausage flavor, and the egg is obviously hard-boiled. Tastes like a hard-boiled egg. Yeah, it's all right. Let's try this purple stuff. I think it's beets, but I'm not sure. You think so? Oh. It looks like, oh. That is, yeah. It tastes like sour dirt. I think they might be pickled beets because they're very sour and very vinegary. And yeah, beets naturally have that dirt earth flavor, like a
Planet essence.
I would not eat those again, but the Scotch egg is pretty good. Okay, now let's try, what was this thing called? Okay, this is the beef, lamb, and Guinness stew. So it has 2 kinds of animals and the Guinness Book of World Records in it. And it's in a bread bowl. So it's sort of giving Panera, but with a sprinkle of magic. Okay, this is how it looks. So how do I know the difference between the lamb and the beef? Because they can't make sounds anymore. So how am I gonna know? I'm just gonna dive in and we'll just guess. Okay, salty. I think that was beef. This is good. I honestly expected it to taste like a canned beef stew, but luckily it does not. It tastes fresh. It is extremely salty though. If you love salt, you're gonna stand. Let me see if this is the lamb. Still tastes just like how? I really
really? Huh?
Sauce item.
Yeah. It all kind of blends together. There's potatoes, there's carrots. The broth is quite thick and hearty, so it does feel really comforting and homey. It just tastes like a good classic beef stew. Now I'll try the bread ball. Soggy bread. Did you guys know that E.T. and Voldemort are related? That's why they have the same nose. It's true. Last but not least, sticky pudding, which I've never had a sticky pudding, have I? I'm not sure, maybe. I try so many things, guys. It is like a big, sort of like a muffin shape, sticky muffin. Oh.
Messy.
That definitely sounded messy. Oh my God, it's so good. Look at that texture. The texture is a bit denser than your typical bread pudding, stickier. And there is sort of a kind of rum flavor to it that's really, really nice. It is very sweet, but it somehow works because of that dense texture, and it's so warm and nice. And then the ice cream kind of cools down everything, including the rum flavor and the temperature itself. That is fantastic. I think that the Leaky Cauldron is a lot better than the 3 Broomsticks, like truly. I think I'm gonna give it 6 out of 10 overall. This is really good. You wanna try it? No. Day 7. It's the final day, guys. We've really come full circle. Have I been planning that joke for the past week? Yes. Was it as amazing as I thought it would be? No. That's okay. You win some, you lose some. Let's go. The universe has come to an end, said everyone in 2012. Were we all just delusional? I've had such a fun week, guys, and I'm ready to end it strong. I'm ready to slay the last day, to eat a lot of delicious food. Tonight, I do have reservations somewhere. I'm keeping it a secret. For my final lunch, we are back in the prehistoric world of the amber mosquitoes stuck in amber, Jurassic Park. And I went to this little burger place called the Burger Digs. They have things like burgers, obviously, and chicken sandwiches and desserts and onion rings, fun things. There was a lot of dinosaur bones flying around everywhere. And what I loved about this place, guys, they had 3 burger toppings, tomatoes, pickles, and lettuce. How generous. Ellen, I got the chicken BLT sandwich. There it is. You can't really see it. It's kind of hiding. It's shy. And I got a side of onion rings instead of fries. I got water as well, and some cheese sauce, and a gorgeous personal apple pie. Are you telling me they dug this burger up like a potato? Better be from Idaho, I swear. Hi! Let's first try these onion rings. These look very good, but they only gave me 5. I hate when restaurants skimp on onion rings. Am I ordering half an onion? No, I'm ordering the whole onion. I need at least 10. With the cheese sauce? Listen, I'm gonna have to eat my own words. I'm gonna have to eat A, B, C, D, E, F, G, because these are big, thick, heavy, filling onion rings. And I do think that the portion is good enough now that I've tried them. A lot of onion rings can be very air-filled, almost like an onion balloon, but not these. These are hefty. Like the breading is thick, but it's not thick in a rocky way. It's thick in a very satisfying way. It has the classic onion ring flavor. It doesn't taste special, it doesn't taste amazing, but it tastes like a good old onion ring with a fantastic weight to it. And with this cheese sauce, this is like classic trashy nacho cheese. It's a really good combo, I gotta say. Now it's time for the chicken BLT sandwich. So this has marinated chicken. It actually looks quite seasoned and quite nice, so hopefully it has a lot of flavor. It has pepper jack cheese, bacon, lettuce, tomato, and guacamole, and I added tons of pickles because chicken sandwiches need a lot of pickles. Okay. Wow! This is nice. It's nice. So this is almost a good chicken sandwich. It's so close to being good enough, but it's never gonna be good enough. The bun is a nice, typical, the bun is a nice, typical fluffy burger bun. All the veggies taste really fresh. The guacamole really comes through. It has like a garlicky, limey flavor. But I gotta say, the meats are lacking in the flavor department, and that affects the whole sandwich. I think the bacon is floppy and it does not have a lot of flavor. It's very flavorless bacon. I think it's very thin cut, and that might be why. And then the chicken, wow, I appreciate the fact that it has a real texture to it and it doesn't feel processed. I don't know if it has enough flavor to carry a sandwich, but it's definitely not a bad chicken sandwich. It's just very, very simple. Now let's try this apple pie. So In case you guys didn't know, I actually made the first pie ever. It was back in 1.2345 billion BC. And on this specific time traveling trip, I brought some pre-made Pillsbury dough. And the dinosaurs looked at me like, what is this? I'm only used to leaves and branches and other dinosaurs. What is this squishiness? And I said to them, this is dough. And together, all the dinosaurs brought me leaves and different pieces of other dinosaurs, different meats. And we mixed it all together, put it in the dough, and we made the first prehistoric pie. Anyways, this is a very big apple pie. It's very heavy. It's warm, so that's promising. That's how it looks. Look at that big cave. Oh. Oh my goodness. That is the best quick service dessert I've had this week. The crust is genuinely fantastic. It's some of the best apple pie crust I've had. It's so buttery and it's so flaky. It's golden brown. It's everything you want in a pie crust. And the filling is like kind of like minced apples, you know, like mincemeat pie that they make in the UK. It's like that, but with apples. It's tiny crumbles of apples, and the filling is more tart than sweet. So it doesn't have an icky sweet flavor. It's perfectly balanced, and it has all those apple pie seasonings you know and love. I adore this. The burger dicks was pretty good. I'm digging it. I dug it. I think I'm gonna give it a nice strong 8 out of 10. Yes.
For my snack, I went back to Toon Lagoon to this place called Slurp and Snack, or Ale to the Chief. Girl, no one understands whatever this reference is. So they had some pulled pork nachos, a pulled pork slider, vanilla pudding, and street corn on the cob. I got the street corn on the cob because it was the healthiest thing, and you guys know I always pick the healthiest thing. Hello?
When my stomach sees corn coming, she says, no, not her. I can't even digest her. I don't want to be near her. She doesn't even want to be digested by me. I'm setting a boundary and she's crossing it. Give me some brown rice. Give me some fiber. I can digest that. Why are you doing this to me? Well, I'm sorry, queen. This has aioli lime sauce, which is like a lime mayonnaise, basically. Cotija cheese, tahini seasoning, cilantro, and a lime wedge. Let's squirt the lime wedge on. Wow. Oh, yeah. Wait. Oh. That was a piece of the cob. I didn't know the cob could be broken off like that. What? Are my teeth stronger than I realized? Who am I? Okay, that is extremely, incredibly delicious. I was just kind of distracted because the corn kernels, first of all, are so small. I feel like there's barely any corn meat. And then the cob kept breaking off into my mouth. And this is not a cob taste test. Otherwise, though, the flavor was incredible. That lime aioli truly did not have that super heavy mayonnaise-y flavor. It just tasted like a really bright, limey crema almost. Super delicious. It had just enough cotija cheese and then the little bit of tahini, the lime. It was just so delicious, so vibrant, and so lovely. Flavor-wise, it's a 10 out of 10, but because the corn pieces were too small, I'm gonna give it a 9, but still fantastic. In love.
This is it, guys. The final meal of the week. We are eating inside of a massive arm. So I'm not sure what this area is called, but it's like very rocky and oceanic. Oh wait, this is the name. Escape from the Lost City. I just put those things together. We are eating at the Mythos Restaurant. So this is one of the most gorgeous sculpted restaurants I've ever seen. It's extremely themed. The theme is very like the Thing from the Fantastic Four. Like, does this not look just like him? Like the sculptings, the orangeness, the gravel vibes, right? This is the menu. They had some Greek dishes, some Asian inspired dishes, just a mixture of different things. For my appetizer, I got the meze platter, which is basically hummus, baba ganoush, and fire roasted pita, like a fire roasted tomato.
This place, the vibe is very Greek god. It's very Poseidon. So we have this charred pita, which smells so good, the aromas. We have some hummus, some baba ganoush, which I think it's a sauce made out of eggplants, right? I don't think I've had it before. And then we have some olives, which I'm not eating because I've already been through enough. And I think this is fennel. We're gonna first try the hummus, and let's add a little chunk of fennel here. Oh, licorice. Let me try it without the fennel, because right now all I'm getting is licorice, now and laters.
I think past filming Timmy meant good and plenty, the licorice flavored candy. Obviously, his brain cells aren't good or plenty.
Just the hummus by itself. Yes. I have something here, I can see it floating, but it won't go away. Hello, is it gone? Yes. Oh, so good so far.
Okay.
So delicious. And the hummus is delicious.
Awesome. Awesome. Do you like chopstick for the pad thai?
I don't know how to use chopsticks. So I'll just use a fork. But thank you. He's so nice. Anyways, I ordered pad thai as my entree, but I'm an uncultured swine, guys. I have never been able to coordinate my brain cells with my fingers to use chopsticks. I can use them separately and do this like a claw motion, like a crab, but I can't do it. Anyways, the charred pita is so fresh tasting. It tastes like fresh pita, not store-bought. And the charred flavor just deepens the breadiness, you know? Did that even make sense? I don't know. Ask the Greek gods. They'll know. And then the hummus truly tastes fresh as well. Some of the creamiest hummus I've ever had. It's very lemony, very citrusy. It has a strong garlickiness in there. Adore it. Now, I'm just realizing that fennel tastes like licorice. Is that like a thing? Have we known that forever, or is that new? Like, did it evolve into licorice? So I'm not a fan of fennel, but the hummus and the pita, incredible. Now let's try the baba ganoush. Okay, it's very interesting. It doesn't taste like eggplant. It reminds me of Greek salad dressing, but in a thicker, goopier texture. I don't know if I love it. It isn't bad. It's just, it's very cold, but otherwise, like, the flavor's good. I'm just more of a hummus girly.
As we all know, past filming, Timmy got the pad thai for dinner, and he really embarrassed himself when he told the waiter that he did not know how to use chopsticks. Why? He did not need to know that information about us, Timmy, okay? Leave me out of this.
So it's supposed to come with chicken and shrimp, and when I ordered it, I forgot to say no shrimp. But I think the waiter could just sense that I did not have any oceanic particles on me, and he was like, do you want double chicken with no shrimp? And I was like, yes. And that's how this came to be. This is a big pile. There's a lot of sauce here. It might be a little too saucy. I hope not. Oh wait, what else is in this? Rice noodles, mixed vegetables, chicken and shrimp tossed in a mild sweet and sour peanut sauce. I love pad thai because I love that spicy peanut flavor. That chicken? Fantastic so far. So good. A lot of flavor.
Excellent.
Thank you. Was I lying? No. But do I have critiques and thoughts? Yes, I do. I love the sweet and sour vibe of the sauce. I think it's really tangy, but there's not a lot of peanut flavor. I do wish the peanut flavor was a little stronger, and I wish it was overall a little bit more spicy. Also, the sauce is a little thin and a little soupy. Therefore, it doesn't really stick onto the noodles. And that's an issue because the sauce is bringing all the flavor and we need it to stick. The chicken is perfectly cooked and it's wickedly talented, but it doesn't have a lot of seasoning. I think that they were depending on the sauce to bring in all the flavor. And it could if it was thicker. Once again, the sauce isn't sticking to the chicken. And so because it isn't sticking to the chicken, the seasoning isn't either. She said, if you're not going, I'm not going. So the chicken does taste pretty plain. I'm enjoying this though, I am. Speaking of myths, what's a myth that you guys believe in? I believe in aliens. And I'm not just saying that because the odds of us being alone in the universe are very slim. I'm saying that because we've communicated.
This is Alien 2.5 speaking through a bald human vessel.
Oh my God, what just happened? I think I just lost like 10 minutes. What happened in the last 10 minutes? That's crazy.
For dessert, I got the chocolate hazelnut creme brulee with a maraschino cherry and whipped cream and an Oreo topping as well.
You girlies know that I love a creme brulee because it makes me feel je m'appelle creamy and delicious. It just feels like a lighter dessert even though it's
Full sugar and egg yolks, probably.
do you know what I mean? This is a chocolate hazelnut one, so it's gonna taste like Nutella. Now, some people say it's Nutella. I think it's Nutella, because I knew that. It also has Oreo crumbs on top, which isn't the classiest touch, but it's probably the most delicious touch. I love Oreos. Let's just dig in. Oh, this texture looks remarkable. Do you see it? Do you see it? Let's try it. Guys, this is the last taste test of the whole week. What? Where did the week go? Wow. This is the best part.
Awesome.
It's so good.
Excellent.
For real. Thank you. Well, je m'appelle gone. Je m'appelle devoured. You know how Nutella can be too rich sometimes? I was worried about this being too rich, but it's not. Somehow the Nutella flavor is fully there, but it's not heavy It's not overly sweet. It is like Nutella Air edition. The texture of this is so dense. It's denser than pudding, but it's not like cheesecake dense. It's hard to describe. And there was a classic sugar crystal coating, but it was thinner. And the Oreos kind of blended with it and made this Oreo crunch that was just phenomenal. So I think I'm gonna give Mythos a nice strong 7 out of 10. Very, very nice. I enjoyed it. I did. Well, guys, the week is over. I had so much fun, but I'm excited for this to be done so I can post it. I love posting. I love seeing all of your comments and everything. If you enjoyed it, give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe. I think it's time to reminisce on this life-changing Universal week.
The universe sent me to Universal. And the universe also sent this video to you through the tube of you. I hope it changed you the way it changed me. The food, the planet, the Grinch, the Velociraptors, it's all gonna live in my heart forever. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye, girlies.